Welcome back to this World of Warcraft Let's Play. You're with Sambo, and joining us as always is Seraphis, our Worgen Mage. Hello.
Fate has brought you here to me.
That's right, as we look out on the backdrop of Darkshore there in the background, which of course we'll be questing out in very soon. If you were with us in our last episode, you might remember that we were about to take a trip to Darnassus. We've got to go and do a couple of things there as we wander through the beautiful outpost of Lor'danel. Let's have a look here. Not only do we have no quests at the moment, and of course we're going to pick up a whole bunch of them when we get back here. You can see there's a whole heap on our mini-map there showing up, but we have a bunch of stuff in our bags, and of course we've got to empty our bags and possibly buy some new ones as well because they're getting a bit packed. What have we got here down the bottom? You can hover over your bags and see what you've got down here. Obviously we've got our backpack, which doesn't change. But here we've got an 8-slot bag and we've got 2 6-slot ones, and in fact we've got room for another one which we don't even have. So time to remedy that. We also need to put a whole bunch of stuff on the auction house, and most importantly we need to pick up this new skill here that we've got, See Your Trainer. So for us it's a trip to Darnassus. Now there's a number of ways to get over there, but the best, if you're ever looking around the world, is to look for an icon that is a flight master. Now I'm kind of standing over it so you can't really see it there, but it's basically like a wing, and you look for those, and of course that is going to take us to a whole bunch of different places. Probably one of the fastest ways to get back to Darnassus, or of course we could use our Hearthstone. So it's totally up to us how we do it. But if we click on the Hippogriff Master here, which of course is basically the public transport network in the game, you can see that we can fly ourselves to Ruttherin Village, or we can fly to Darnassus, or we can fly to Dolinar, or we can actually go out to Moonglade, which is up the top of Kalimdor there, which is a very special druid area, by the way. Now, and once again, by the way, excuse me for the snivels. I've got myself a nasty cold, so that's why I sound all disgusto. So my apologies for that. Anyhow, what we might do, just in the interest of time, is use a Hearthstone to get us straight back to Darnassus, and then of course we can fly back here on our return. So using a Hearthstone is very simple. Basically all you need to do is make sure, obviously, it's in your bag, and if you ever lose one, you can get one from an innkeeper. Obviously you speak to an innkeeper at any inn, anywhere, and you can have an option to actually set your home location there. Any place, anywhere, basically, that you can talk to an innkeeper. Currently ours is the Howling Oak, which of course is up the back of Darnassus there. So all we need to do is either drag it to your hotbar or right click on it. I've got it on my hotbar, so I'm just going to use it. There you can see it's got itself a 10-second cast time, so you can't get yourself out of trouble in a hurry using it, basically. And the good old saying, home is where the hearth is. So there we go. It's basically instantly teleported us back to where we set our location. So here you go, an innkeeper. And you can see there's an option when you speak to them, make this in your home. So that's what we did.
Farewell.
At some point. So here we are in the Howling Oak tree. Excuse me. Now what I'm looking for here, there we go, is a mage trainer. That's the one.
What brings you here?
What can I do for you?
What can you do for me? Well, you can seek further training and train us this new ability called Blink. There we go, Blink. Yay,
Keep
we've
your
learned
chin
it.
up, eh?
Let's open our spell book and have a bit of an explore about what this is about. You can see it flashes there whenever you learn something new. There we are, Blink. Let's drag that onto our hotbar. What is Blink? This is another very essential mage skill. If you're playing a mage, you'll be looking forward to getting this one. I can guarantee it. Blink teleports you forward 20 yards, and basically it uses 35 mana, and you can use it at any time. It's an instant cast, so you can be running when you use it. Basically what it is for is to get you out of trouble really quickly. So let's, by the way, it's got a 15-second cooldown as well. So let's use it and see how it works. So let's hop out the side here. The glorious, oh look, there's the sun up there in the background with the rays coming through. Absolutely beautiful. A frost saber there, which by the way we'll get to ride them later on if we choose to build up our reputation with Darnassus. Okay, so what does this Blink thing do? Well, it gets you out of a bind. So what it does is instantly basically flicks you forward 20 yards. So let's just use it while we're running and watch what happens. There we go. Now, I'm not sure if you noticed that, but we actually flicked ourselves forward from kind of back there to up here very quickly. So obviously in PvP, or if you're in trouble and you've got some mobs that are beating on you, it's a great little combo to use in combination with the Frost Nova, because of course Frost Nova will freeze those guys in place, and then you can blink to get the heck out of dodge really fast. Okay, so there it's off cooldown again. Watch as we see something in the foreground there. We'll see if we can blink. There we go, we blinked straight to the base of those stairs basically. So very, very cool, very handy tool to have as a squishy mage. Oh, and I wish my cold would go away. Okay, while we're here, let's stop in at the cooking trainer, because we want a cooking quest, daily cooking quest. Like I said in the last few episodes, we definitely want to do them as much as possible. It looks like it's the same one here. Picking up the kimchi jars. Let's see if we've actually got any cooking that we can do at the moment. No, doesn't look like it. I wonder if there's any recipes that we can actually buy.
Greeting.
Whoops, that'd be the cooking trainer, Sambo. Train me. No, so we need to get our cooking up to level 50 before we can do that. And of course already I can see some jars, so we'll just quickly stop by and pick those up. Right, now what we are here for is to get ourselves to the auction house. So let's do that, and obviously along the way if we see any of these jars we'll grab them as well. So we're wanting to get to the auction house so we can put all our wares up, all the things that we've managed to pick up or craft in our journeys over on the main land. If you're wondering what that dinging noise is, that's basically the clock. The Darnassus clock, you can see it says 1800 there, that means it's 6 PM at night, so it will ding 6 times. Every city has a different sound, by the way. There's a very traditional bell sound in Stormwind, for example, ringing from the cathedral. Level 55 Draenei Priest there. Right, before we head into the auction house, let's have a look at our mail. We've got some rough stone there, and we also have some Tiger's Eye. So they didn't sell off the auction that we put up last time. That's okay, you don't get everything selling every time. And there's a nice player Night Elf Druid, one of my favourites, my favourite hair and face combination there, by the way. And look at this, Suffate, level 18 Night Elf Druid. She's basking in the glory of victory with auctioneer Goliathus. I'm not sure why, maybe she made a good sale, who knows. Anyway, if you've updated and downloaded the Auctioneer add-on, which I hope you have, you can see that in the doobly-doo in one of my previous episodes, either the one before this or the one prior to that. You can click on the Appraiser tab here. As you know, select the item. There we go, a nice axe that we picked up, a nice green axe. Hit refresh, see if there's any market prices. There aren't, so we're going to hit vendor markup and post that item. There we go. Malachite, let's refresh that. There'll definitely be server pricing for that, and that automatically populates the fields with the amount of money that's appropriate to make a good sale. These simple breeches of the monkey, they don't have any. So again, we'll set that to vendor markup, which effectively triples the vendor sell price. Still a good deal for anyone buying it. Some Tiger's Eye there. It's doing a scan. It's saying that they should probably sell for 99 silver. So let's do that. We've got copper bars, which we've got 49 of. We're going to hang on to them for now, because of course we need them to make brass. Linen cloth we're going to keep as well. Light leather, we can sell that, because of course we have no use for that. It's auctioneer doing a scan there. There we go. Post items, automatically populated the price. What else have we got? Oily blackmouth. You'll remember a couple of episodes we fished those up. They are used for alchemists, so we definitely want to sell them. Look at that, 3 gold, 56 each. Wow, definitely worth selling those. Some rough stone. Rough stone is used by blacksmiths, engineers, and jewel crafters, so we definitely want to sell that as well. And of course, the old ruined leather scraps, which come off as offcuts, if you like, from our skinning. There we go, post those. And I think the rest of the stuff is cool. We'll probably put some stuff in our bank. But in the meantime, now, as we said before, we want to get ourselves some new bags. So the easiest way to do that is go down to the Browse tab down here. We're going to go to Container, we're going to go to Bag, and we're going to click Usable Items, and we're literally just going to hit Search. So basically every single bag that we can use has come up here, and there's 6 pages of them. Once again, you can click at the top of the column there, the price column, and we can sort it by price, which is nice. So let's just flick through a couple of tabs here. Buy each, make that the lowest price. There we go. Okay, so what can we do? Now, let's check how much money we've got here. We've got ourselves 12 gold, so we can afford to get a couple of good, decent bags. So I'm going to go to the next tab because these are all 4 and 6 slots. There's some 8 slots there. There we go. A 12 slot Mage Weave bag. You know what? That's pretty good value for money there. 1 gold. So let's buy that. Buy out that one. Accept. And in fact, we might buy a couple of them while we're here.
I can't equip that.
Because 12 slots is actually quite good. Buy out. And again, I'm clicking the buy out figure there just because it saves, you know, we could hit bid if we want to wait till the auction closes. The buyout price is a little bit more expensive, but I just want it now, basically. Alright, and you can see there I'm down to 9 gold 65. That'll do just for now. Lots of players around. Someone playing with their pet up there. Alright, so here we go. Let's drag these out of our mail. Just click on them. There we go. And we can now, one has already equipped itself automatically. Let's get rid of one of these bags. The small blue pouch. Yep, we'll get rid of that and replace it with one of our new 12 slot bags. And there we go. You can now see that we've got a whole oh wow, that was good grammar, a whole bunch more of bag slots. So we're not going to have bags filling up as fast as they were before. And in fact, we can put this small blue pouch in our bank, by the way, which is very handy. Because we can actually buy extra slots for bags in the bank, and I'll show you that in a minute. Now, what we want to do is try and finish off maybe these cooking dailies, and we've also got a fishing daily as well, remember, that we can pop over and have a look at. There we are, buried kimchi jar. So we might as well stop. Don't worry, I won't do a whole bunch of fishing in the episode, but I certainly will pick it up so I can do it when we're not filming. Such a beautiful city, isn't it? I love it here. Great fun roaming around in anything to do with the night elves. There we go, halfway, 4 of 8. And here's the familiar blue exclamation mark of our daily fishing quest. An old favourite. What did you want? 8 Kelderai herring by fishing in Ruthven village. That's the same as last time. That will give us a skill up and a bag of shiny things. So I'll pick that up while we're here. Let's head over to the Temple Gardens, which is right in the centre there, and of course that's where our bank is. That's where we can store all our extra stuff. There's a druid in Moonkin form. You can see there, Moonkin form. Basically that's a DPS form. As you know, a druid can shapeshift into various forms. That's one of them when they're doing DPS or damage. Very cute, very cool, but also very fearsome if you're on the receiving end of it, by the way. Alright, another kimchi jar to pick up. In fact, there's one just over there as well. Grab that. Oh, and there's another one. Oh, it's terrible, isn't it? So addicted. Must pick them all up. Well, hey, they're nearby, so why not? There we go. By the way, that on the side there, that's a guild vault. If you're in a guild, that's basically where the guild can keep all their stuff, like a bank, sort of. We just want a normal banker. There we go.
Elune be with you.
So let's put this extra bag in here. Now I'll show you, by the way, you can see down the bottom here, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. You've got 7 bag slots in your bank. You have to purchase them and they get progressively more expensive as you buy them. So if you ever run out of space in your bank, you can actually buy one of these spaces, one of these bag slots. So, excuse my snivelling. Gosh, I'm sounding like Seraphis, aren't I, with all her snorting. You can see here the first one is only worth 10 silver to buy, so let's purchase that. Do you want to purchase a bank slot for 10 silver? Yes, we do. And what that means is we can put that small blue pouch in there. And if we click on it, you can see here it comes up and it's a different colour to our inventory bag, so you can tell that it's a bank bag. Very cool. Let's pop our copper bars in the bank. Now, let's see, we've got 2 fishing poles there. One was one that we got through, where is it? Oh, yes, so that's the one with 5 fishing skill on it. We want to keep that. We want to get rid of the one with 3, so we'll actually sell that to a vendor. No problem. Let's make quickly these 2 bandages here. Oh, we can make 1 heavy linen bandage, actually, because we learnt that. There we go. That gets rid of those. We'll put our meat in the bank, so we can use that later on. Excuse me. We've got our fishing outfit there. We're going to sell that. We've got our quest item here. Alright, looking good. We definitely do need to get ourselves some tin though, so hopefully we'll find that in the new area that we start questing in as we get further into Darkshore. Alright, so now we're going to head back. Let's see if we can quickly find, there we go, 1 more kimchi jar. Might as well hand it in while we're here. Alright, let's use the old dark flight. And you can see the familiar question mark over there. There's our cooking trainer. So yeah, once again, dailies are a great way of increasing a number of things. It might be faction rep, might be a skill. You get money for doing it, you get XP for doing it. There's absolutely no reason not to do them. Here we go, plus 2 cooking skill and a chef's award, which is fantastic. There we go, and it says we can complete 24 more daily quests today. You can only do 25 daily quests in any one given 24-hour period, by the way. Alright, so let's have a look down the bottom here. You'll remember I made my currency of the chef's award appear on the bottom of my bag, so I've got 3 already. Now that may be enough to already buy another recipe, by the way. It is. So you can see these recipes are worth 3 cooking awards, or chef's awards if you like. Unfortunately though, we need to also be very high level to pick those ones up. But it's good to start early so we can build up a nice supply of them. Alright, so I think that's us done. Our bags are sorted. We've got lots of bag space. Oh, actually what we want to do is sell that fishing rod. It's hiding away there. Right click on that just to sell it. Good stuff. We've got almost 10 gold, even though we've got lots of bags, so we come out of that quite well, I thought. So now it's time for us to head back to the mainland and pick up some quests. A whole bunch of new quests. You'll remember that we left there. A whole new series of quests in our hub. And no doubt, like I said, they're going to take us deeper into the depths of the Darkshore zone, as we find out what this corruption is that's affecting everything over there. Oop, there we go, Dark Flight has come off cooldown, very handy. So rather than fly down from here, because it takes quite a while to actually fly down to the bottom to Ruttheran Village, I'm just going to jump into the pink portal there and zone down straight away, and then of course we can take a hippogriff over back to the outpost of Lor'danel. There we go, just simply click on it and we'll be taken on a nice scenic journey. And you can see the sun setting, beginning to set there in the distance. Again, because it's real time, real world, it's 6:15 at night here in Australia, and therefore it's 6:15 at night here in Azeroth as well. So it's very cool, a proper functioning 24-hour day-night cycle in the game. Very cool. Looks like it's a bit cloudy over there, not raining today. You might remember a couple of episodes ago that we did have some rain around here. Not only is there a fully working day-night cycle, but of course there's full weather. We end up in a snowy zone. Quite often there's like blizzards and snow drifts and all sorts of cool stuff going on. Big sandstorms in the deserts, that sort of thing. Oh gosh, I wish I could get rid of my cold. Oh well, adventuring out in Azeroth makes up for it. I do love this game. Alright, let's see what we can pick up now in terms of quests. Lots of player activity. Alright, so Volcor, you might remember we rescued him. Okay, he wants us to find Grimclaw. Now, once again, there's somebody digging in the background there. Give them a chair, shall we?
Great job!
There we go. Now, if you've played WoW in the past, and especially if you've been around this area in Orberdean, you'll definitely remember Volkor's mate Grimclaw. So there we go. My friend, a bear named Grimclaw, he's not here. He's injured. There's only one place he'd go, the Withering Thicket north of Orberdean down the road. So this is basically a hark back to the original classic quests. Very cool that they've kept them in. Cerulean Whiteclaw. A love eternal. I would like to extend my gratitude for saving us. I would call myself fortunate, but my beloved Anaya lays long dead. I'm alone and deeply troubled, and sadly I require your aid yet again. Wandering the woods of Darkshore after my rescue, I found myself in the ruins of Bashal'Aran, where I saw the haunted spirit of my beloved. She must be freed, but I lack the heart to do it. Her spirit must be destroyed. And of course, this is something that you probably also remember from the classic quest line, where his the love of his life, who long ago died, is now wandering around as a ghost. And we've got to go over there and basically put her out of her misery, which is very sad, but we'll accept that for sure. We'll take on that duty. Oops, can I jump over there? Yep. Alright, we want this wandering quest from Ranger Glyndon Shea. Definitely want this.
How may I help?
The final flame of Bashal'Aran, and of course that's where we're going to go to find the ghost of Cerulean Whiteclaw. So she wants us to extinguish the flame of Bashal'Aran. So we'll be in that same area. See what I mean? They've definitely streamlined all the quests, so they're basically all in the same area. And you can see there to the south of us is where we need to head. This is where Bashal'Aran is. And basically Orberdean used to be down out around here, so we're way north of where we would normally start off in this zone. There we go, so there's lots to do. Let's see if there's any other quests around that we've missed. Don't think so, doesn't look like it. No. Okay, so it's time for us to head out into the great wide open. We're going to run out of time, but let's make a start anyway. Look at all the players wandering around here. Definitely still a fully populated game. No, we don't want a duel. Alright, let's follow the path, I think. So we can see, just make out a path into the woods here. Of course, the general rule in WoW, and indeed most MMOs, is if you stick to the path, you're generally going to stay out of trouble. In other words, there's generally not monsters that tend to wander the paths. They sometimes cross the path, but they never generally wander around. Now, if you want to get yourself into trouble, then head off into the woods. Okay, that can be lots of fun. Of course, there's every reason to do that. Oh gosh, I wish my cold would go away. Because you can find all sorts of things, secrets and discoveries that you wouldn't find if you just stuck to the beaten path. So just like real life, it's up to you. It's your choice. But of course, it is more risky going off the beaten path. For example, look at this. We've got a Darkshore stag over there with its little mottled does. I'm going to love one of those just in case it's part of the achievement. But you know what? Even I can't bring myself to kill the mother for no apparent reason. How soppy is that? Yes, I know. Alright, so let's follow this path down as we try and head towards What is it called? Bashal'Aran? And I do remember questing there a lot in the old days when this place wasn't all sundered from the Cataclysm. So again, they're trying to sort of keep the classic quests semi intact, which is great. Great for those of us who have fond memories of doing stuff around here. Now, as always, of course, wanting to keep an eye out for mineral nodes as well as we wander out into the big wide world. Now, I'm going to take a shortcut up here because it looks to me like, yeah, look at that. There's that up there is Bashal'Aran. I remember it from the early days. And look, you can see there's a big sort of whirlwind type thing. That is new in the zone. You can see all sorts of things being flung around there. Trees. We'll get up there and have a look at that later. But that is new. Here we are. Discovered Bashal'Aran. And that's come about because of the Cataclysm as well. Right, there's a mining node there. Let's get rid of this withering highborn so we can make way to get over there and just grab some copper. Presume it's copper. Yep, copper vein. And look at that, we've dinged. We have reached level 17 already, folks, and we got ourselves a new talent point. Exciting times as we come into these ruins here. You can see the great big steep mountains in the background. That's probably the edge of the next zone, by the way, which it looks to be Felwood. Yes, it is. But grats to us. We are now at level 17, which means we've got a new talent point available to us. Very cool. Let's just head round the front of these ruins first, though, as we set ourselves up probably for the next episode. Oh, and it looks like there's a bit of an outpost ahead there. What is that? Let's have a look at these signposts. We've got Bashal'Aran, Orbadine down there. I wonder what that is over in the distance, actually. I'm honestly not too sure. There's definitely an outpost of some description, although that doesn't look friendly. Alright, maybe we'll have to go take a look at that a bit later. In the meantime, I'm pretty sure I saw a quest around here. Where'd it go? Here we go. What's this?
I am honored.
Not sure why the quest icon is missing. Have we got show low level quests on? No.
Farewell.
That's why. Whoops.
Ishnu Allah.
Alright, so someone here wants us to kill 6 cursed highborn and 6 writhing highborn.
Good luck, friend.
No problems. So by the way, yeah, it does pay sometimes to turn that option on, low level quests, because even though they're very low, in fact let's have a look in our quest log, they're all at level 11, so all of these are pretty low for us. In fact, that's why it disappeared, because we dinged to level 17, which makes this more than 5 quests away from our level, levels away from our level, sorry, which means it is depicted now as a low level quest, so it's not going to really gain us a whole bunch of stuff, but we still want to do them for the storyline and to lead us in the right direction, of course. So, more importantly, let's have a look at our new talent point. So we hit the N key, of course, and we do have 1 unspent talent point. So what are we going to put it on? I think I've started investing into spell haste, which of course increases the haste of our stats, which therefore reduces the cast speed of our spell. So I'm going to put another point into there. Absolutely. And basically what that's done now, we've got 5 points in that first tier, and you can see now that that will actually allow us to open up the second row of talents now. So next time we get a talent point, we will be able to actually choose from one of these 4 new ones down here, which is very cool. Alright, so let's quickly take a look up in Bashal'Aran at these old ruins, ancient ruins, before we log out for the episode. Here we go, very cool. I remember the very first time that I ever came here, by the way. That was what, 5-6 years ago, and I just love wandering around the old ruins, you know, using my imagination, of course, thinking, gosh, how old must these be? What would have been here once upon a time? Oops, we lost our target there for some reason. Yeah, let's use blink. I'll show you how we can use this effectively. Here we go, get out of the way very quickly. You can see we basically opened up the distance between us very fast, which allows me to then get a cast off, and you know, it takes a while for them to get back to us, so very handy. A couple of quick bits of combat, because I love combat in WoW.
I need to try something first.
There we go. So yes, if you let your imagination run wild, of course, you know, not really role-playing, I'm not a role-player as such, but I do like to pretend, of course, playing in great MMO like this, where they've built an amazing world. Yes, I could say to myself, hey, we're just running around a bunch of polygons and textures, etc, etc, but I like to think, wow, we're in some elven ruins, really get into it, feel like we're on a bit of adventure. After all, that's the whole point of an MMO at the end of the day. And she's put a curse on us there, by the way, is to lose yourself in another world and forget about the woes and problems of your real life, if you have any, and have a bit of an escape every now and then. That's what we pay the sub for, in my opinion. Freezing them in place there so we can then get off a burst of arcane missiles. Lovely. You can see we're actually getting this count up as well. Highborn, cursed highborn and writhing highborn that we're having to kill for this quest. There we go. Very cool area, isn't it? I really, really like this. So lots for us to do. Looks like we've got our work cut out for us. Slaying the Cursed Highborn. We've got to find Anaya Dawnrunner, which is of course the wife of the Night Elf back at base. We've got to extinguish the final flame of Bashal'Aran, and we've got to locate Grimclaw, the bear pal of our other Night Elf friend that we rescued, Volcon. So as we leave in amongst the Night Elf ruins here with the great big twisting nether in the background, and me with my runny nose and terrible sore throat, dear oh dear, I hope I get rid of this very quickly. Maybe I need to take Screaming Donkey's advice and have a nice big shot of warm whiskey or something like that. Anyway, folks, I certainly hope you enjoyed this episode, and I do hope you join us in the next one as we continue questing out here in Darkshore over on the continent of Kalimdor. Lots of fun to be had, and lots of adventures ahead of us. So until then, it's me, Sambo, Seraphis, our Worgen Mage. Let's see if she can say goodbye.
The scythe is our salvation.
That's right, the scythe is our salvation. It's us saying take care, have a great day, hope to see you later, and bye-bye.